Hello, everybody, and good day to you all. Today, I'm talking about X-Men 97, season number 1, episode number 4, Motendo, and also Life, Death, Part 1. Now, these are two episodes in one that changed up the format, and I don't like that. That was stupid, but it is what it is. Because in the two episodes here, we got two storylines going on. We got one focused on Jubilee and Roberto and Mojo. They get sucked into the Mojoverse to a video game, and you got Jubilee learning the life lesson and learning that she needs to grow up and she can't stay young forever. Blah, 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 blah. And then we have what's going on with Storm and Forge, and the other part of the story, where Forge is trying to help Storm get her powers back, and then some weird trippy stuff happens, and you also got this little budding romance going on. And the thing in both storylines, you got a budding romance is starting, sort of. One's more guaranteed, the other one's like a little iffy. So let's start off with the first storyline. We got the whole thing with Jubilee, and it's Jubilee's birthday. She just turned 18. All she wants to do is go to the arcade with her friends. That's it. Then you got Magneto saying, "Well, no, you can't do that. You should be training, learn how to use your powers, perfect it. That's the case somebody else from the Brotherhood or somebody or some fatherhood of the Susus, the blah 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 blah. The person's gonna come and to attack us. You gotta be prepared." And he is right on that because the X-Men get attacked every 5 minutes, and the school gets blown up every 5 seconds. So. Sure. But the thing is, though, everybody said, look, this is just one day, let her have a birthday, and we could go back to the training and stuff like that, too. Just let her have one day. And, well, and then because Magneto says no, she's stuck there, and she ran into Roberto, and then the video game comes and sucks her and eats her. Now, overall, the whole point of this episode was supposed to teach Jubilee that she needs to grow up. But the problem is, because both episodes were short, and they combined put two episodes together, it couldn't fully dive into that, so you don't really see that at all. That's the thing is though, I did like both episodes. I mean, not both episodes. I like both stories in the episode. I did enjoy them, but the problem is they were rushed because they couldn't tell the whole story because they had to shorten it and it ended, and then move on to the next one. The even more problem is the second story in this episode. This is just part 1, so there's gonna be more to the story. So I had no idea why they felt like they cram it in this one thing. This could have been one episode of this silly multiverse universe storyline where it gets kind of wacky, a little crazy, and then they go back to the regular storyline. But because they shortened it, you didn't really see Jubilee do anything that was immature. So the only thing that you can say she's immature about is she wouldn't play video games. So I guess the whole story is pretty much saying if you play video games, you're immature. I guess. I don't know. I mean, I could be wrong on that message, but that's all it said. She wanted to go to the arcade. Magneto thought that was immature. People saying she needs to grow up because she wanted to play video games, I guess. And so therefore video games are bad, I guess. I don't know. Now they showed her like this is how they should have started. They're on a mission, they're doing something, and then Jubilee's goofing off. And they managed to get through the mission okay, but it almost cost somebody's life and almost got somebody and put somebody in danger. The person they tried to save almost got hurt in the process, but they managed to cover up for her because she was goofing off and doing something silly. Now they showed that, and then they went back to the house, and then because it's her birthday, she thought she could just go to blah blah blah. They said you gotta learn how to the time to play and time to you gotta show her how she needs to know how to grow up. And then have it go through the Multiverse. They could explore that a little bit more too, because they're going to show more of the world, more of the video game world. Have it go through like different stages, because everything was moving so fast. You didn't really get to absorb everything that was going on in the video game world. Not much, and you already know she would get out of it anyway. So it didn't have a much of the impact that you wanted, and the lesson that you're trying to teach didn't really come across correctly. Yeah. And so you had that struggle, and also you got Roberto who's there, but he does nothing really because he's still scared to use his powers because he don't want his mom to see. Which I'm kind of tired of that storyline. I kind of hope he actually uses his powers because his powers are quite amazing, and to see it visually on TV would have been nice, but they did that kind of like a little bit like off screen a little bit. So that kind of sucked, but. I still had fun with the voice. I think the voice actor did Mojo. I thought was pretty well. The romance between Jubilee and Roberto is nice and cute. and animation that they showed in there was great as well. So I mean, it has a good moments to it. Just that because it was rushed, you couldn't really explore the world that much, or get the message they were trying to pull off, which was kind of messed up. Also, in the second storyline with Storm and Forge, I was enjoying that too. The chemistry between them was also quite nice as well too. It didn't start getting weird until Forge said that he was in love with Storm, and now I felt kind of weird because like it came out of nowhere. Even though you could tell he's attracted to her, he might find her fascinating. Maybe they are getting to know each other. But the thing is, though, I don't know how long they were there. It didn't really show if time lapsed that much. It didn't seem like she only did like a couple of days. So I see like months went by or something like that too. And she was there for like months or something at a time. He really got to know her. They were going out a lot of times and something about that. Then you can see he said, I fall in love with you. But it felt kind of weird. So I'm thinking none of that's real because it didn't start getting weird like that until she went inside the machine. So I'm thinking this whole entire time she's still in the machine. She never left. I could be wrong. I don't know. But I think she went in the machine. And now everything that's happening is inside of her head. She may have feelings for Forrest as well too, like maybe budding feelings, something like that. She might be attracted to him, and then that kind of went to her subconscious. And then he's telling me he fussing, he loves her. And then a demon owl comes out of nowhere. I mean, she even said that the bird was flying and keeps going in the same place, like it's stuck there. So I'm thinking she's inside a weird simulation that's inside of her mind. She's going through her subconscious, and she got to go through this to face her fears, so her powers can come back. Maybe. I don't know. I could be wrong here because they're going to get a part 2 to this. So, but other than that, I did enjoy that. Like I said, both episodes wasn't that bad. First episode was a little silly, a little goofy, but I still had fun watching it. The second episode had a little bit about like a budding romance, sort of thing, but it went through a twist with a darker supernatural type of feel to it. But I'm thinking that all that right there is just Storm's subconscious and all her fears that she's going through. It's like some kind of psychological thing she got to overcome so she can get her powers back. Maybe I don't know. Cause I haven't read all the comic books of the X-Men. I read a lot of X-Men comics, but I haven't read a lot of the back older stuff. So I know she did lose her powers, and I also know she had a relationship with Forrest in the comics as well. She also had a relationship with Wolverine too. So I'm not sure they're gonna go in that direction. They could. Because before Wolverine died and came back, Storm and Rogue were together. And they had been together a lot of times, going again, off again, even to the point that Black Panther, when she broke up with Black Panther, he called it the wedding. He was like, "Don't go back to him. Don't go back to him." And the first thing she did was she went straight to Wolverine. So now they could do that in here too, which also would just get rid of the whole Jean and Cyclops and Wolverine relationship. That'd be nice. I'm also not quite loving the whole love triangle between Magneto, Rogue, and Gambit. I hate love triangles. And the way this show is going about it is kind of weird because I don't quite know for sure if Rogue is sleeping with Magneto or this is because they sure are implying it a lot, but they're not. I don't know if it's actually there or they're just trying to do that to make Gambit feel bad, which is kind of weird and messed up. I mean, they either they have Morph do it, make Gambit feel bad, which is messed up, or little comments they like when I think Rogue Gambit's gonna put some like cream or sugar or something whatever inside like Rogue's coffee, and then she said Magneto already beat him to it, which is kind of like, what are you saying here? What are you saying here, show? Like, are they sleeping together? And then a lot of times they go away. And like even when the house was returned to the horror show, they weren't there. They were off somewhere doing whatever. So, I'm hoping that they're not sleeping together. I'm hoping that's not true. I mean, yes, it happens in the comic books, but I hope they don't do that here. But I'm hoping they're not, because we all know the end game is Gambit and Rogue. They're end game. They're the thing. I mean, in the comics, they're married now. But I don't know. I'm not sure what the show is saying here. Hope it fixes that situation soon. But other than that, both episodes are fine. I did enjoy them. It wasn't the strongest of the episodes. I didn't like the fact that they changed formats, how they split the shows apart like that. I don't think it made sense to me. Because this could have been this one silly episode with the Mojoverse, and then they really could have explored more of the world of the video game world a whole lot more. But it is what it is. I don't know. But animation wise, was good. The voice acting was good. I thought the guy who did the voice of Mojo, I thought he did an amazing job there. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was very entertaining. I thought it was fun. I'm still enjoying the show. This episode right here, this wasn't the best one out of all of them. It was the weakest so far. Hopefully, it turns things around and keeps going back on a higher note. I don't want this show to tank and go down in a bad way, because this is Disney Plus, and they have a way of killing everything that you love. I don't know why they doing this, but they have a tendency to do that. But so far, even though this episode wasn't my best, it wasn't the best, I still have fun watching it. So it hasn't took me out the picture so much that somebody said, I hate this show, everything sucks. But it hasn't gotten that far yet. So, but overall, it was just okay. So leave comments down below. Let me know what you thought of the episode of X-Men97. If you haven't watched it, check it out for yourself. And also give my channel a like, hit the thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel and share. I would appreciate it. Also, links down below. Next to my social media, you want to follow me there. Thanks so much. And also to my stores when I sell things, my shirts and socks, everything else and whatnot. See some stuff about some stuff. I would appreciate it. Like I always say, in my dreams of a life, I am the Ninja Rabbit. Peace out, people.